The Uni Field 2.0 is a pencil which is made for on the go use. It is not something that is meant for that has been designed for desk usage particularly, but of course you can use it across all scenarios, and it is a wonderful pencil. So let's get deeper into it, and let's start at the outset by sharpening the pencil and showing you one of the bigger challenges, which is like the standard Kohinoor. The lead does not grip very well inside the pencil body, so even if I'm rotating it, it's not sharpening. The solve is simple. You just hold it from the back while you're sharpening, and as you do, you're able to lock the mechanism, and then you're able to get the point. And this is one of the very few drawbacks of this pencil. I don't know why Uni could not solve it. They make so many high quality pencils across all lead sizes, but they seem to have forgotten it when it comes to this particular pencil. Overall, this pencil looks very sharp. It continues to have the very shiny chrome elements that we saw in the drop clutch variant in the previous video. And this one's black and it comes only in HB as far as I'm aware. I couldn't find any other variants in India. The clip continues to be small. This is something that Uni does. It has a standard clip which is slightly smaller than the clips that you find in most other pencils. Not a world of a difference, but perceptible. And this pencil has something loose inside, if you can hear. So when you're writing with it, at times the internal shake. I think you can hear it now. Also, for the purpose of focusing, what I'll be doing is in this video, I'll be holding the pencil further back than I usually do, because if I hold it from here, the camera wants to focus on my thumb instead of what I'm writing, which is a challenge. And while we are on the grip, you'll notice that this has a grip section which has horizontal cuts. So let's talk about the grip section. It has the standard knurling. The knurling's not very deep, but what it also does is it adds horizontal cuts in the grip along with the knurling. This is not something that is there in the drop clutch variant of the Uni pencils, but is there in the Staedtler 925. I think this is good. It gives you an added macro grip section compared to these pencils. So in case of slightly rougher environments, maybe if you're wearing gloves or if you're in an outdoor environment, this could help grip it better. So I think the grip is well thought through for the use case for which this pencil is designed. On the rear, it does not has a plastic insert, and it does not have a lead pointer inside. You can see through it. So when you get this pencil, you see this opening and you might think that this might have a lead pointer inside, but you'll notice that the lead does not even go in all the way. So this is an oblong or an elliptical cut that they've made, which is probably a safety measure for to prevent the choking hazard that can come from this in case young kids or anyone ends up getting this stuck in their throat. Also, while we're talking about this, the lead that came inside this pencil, we've seen that uni leads have these little rings at the end so that the leads do not drop out of the drop clutch variants of pencils. The lead that came inside this did not have that ring at the end. So if you are using uni refills, you might want to remove the band that comes at the end of these leads, simply because one, this is auto advancement, automatic progression, so it is not a complete drop. What that does is it eliminates or makes this redundant. And again, this also adds to the field use case where if you want to use it one handed, you want to make a quick marking on the wood, you don't necessarily want to use it with two hands. You can just pull the lead out, get it done with, and insert it back in. You're not worrying about losing the lead. And now let's quickly come to the use cases for writing and for drawing. I had a fairly good time using it for both, and it is a strong middle of the pack player. Nothing special in each of these. I would go with a 5 for both. Not too bad, but nothing special. There are some pencils which are slightly better, but this is also decent. There is one challenge when you look at the drawing options from this. So while the front sleeve of the lead is good to have, it adds a little bit of stability. There's also a challenge if you have to shade at really steep angles and you get this out, you might just find that this gets in the way a little bit. If you have the lead out long enough, it will not be a challenge. But if you have it a little bit, you might just find that the sleeve interrupts your sketching, but that's really a very, very edge case problem and not something you need to worry about in day to day usage. So, as always, my recommendation to buy or not to buy, um, I do not have any reasons to not buy this except for the fact that the lead does not grip solidly inside the pencil, which makes sharpening it slightly challenging. And it was not something I expected from Uni, given the quality of the other products that I've used from them. So it's okay. This pencil gets the job done, but if you want something for outdoor, if you want something for carpentry, for woodworking, for outdoor use, this works. If you want the comfort of automatic progression without having to worry about the lead dropping out, this works for you. But on the whole, I think for about a similar price point, there are some better options available. So between these two, I would pick this one 8 out of 10 times. My personal preference, but if you have all of these and you want to add something to your collection, then this is a good buy. It offers a very different writing dynamic from the other pencils. I was just checking the weight one more time. I think, yeah, it's about the same, slightly heavier, this one, than the drop clutch variant. But that's all I have to say about this. Thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.